Welcome to TITBITS, the bite-sized podcast that takes a Mickey Bliss out of a top trending story on Mum's Lounge. My name is Chanel Franklin, and sitting right here is Tamara Linky.
Yes, it's me. It's me. I'm here to bring the news from Mum's Lounge.
Yes.
And the top trending article this week, Chanel.
This one was causing a stir, wasn't it?
I like this one because I did not realise that Elon Musk, his ex was Grimes.
I didn't know that either.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like what? In what universe?
Lucky you, Muskie.
Yeah, this is something like musty, like Elon Musk. Sounds like a kid's lolly from the 80s.
Yeah.
Have you want an Elon Musk?
I feel like it's more like a deodorant, a musk.
Oh, musky scent.
Elon Musk.
That'll be his next thing. You know how celebrities release perfumes? He releases a musky scented deodorant.
Musky.
For the spaceman within you. Anyway, back to the article.
So what the hell is going on with these two?
Right. So Elon Musk's ex, who's a super funky hip lady. God, I'm sounding old and generic.
You know what? She's a super funky hip lady.
I sound like a geriatric when I use those
do.
words. She's really cool.
She's a bit hip
Canadian.
and cool.
Yeah, she's cool, right?
Yeah.
And anyway, they met at the Met Gala years ago. I think it was 2017 or 2018. It's how they hooked up.
Yeah.
And on Twitter,
He had
of course.
a strange musk sent to him.
Yes, it must have been very alluring. And they started dating and then they had 2 kids.
Yes.
Right. So anyway, before we go into that.
That's a lovely story.
It is a lovely story.
So when does it get a bit weird?
Okay, Elon Musk, ex Grimes, says she personally does not identify with the word mum.
Okay. What's her reasoning?
Her reasoning is, well, she doesn't really have reasoning. She just doesn't. She says, I don't identify with that word. Being a mother feels weird to say. It feels weird to say mum.
Yeah,
so
no,
she
that's
has her
okay.
kids call her, what's her actual name? Claire, I think.
Claire.
Yeah. They call her
Claire?
that. But how weird is that? Have you ever had your kids call you by your name?
I have, and I feel told off for some reason. I feel like I'm in trouble. Can I say something? Sometimes I don't want to identify with the word mum because it means responsibility. So I'm going to now choose tasks and say, I don't identify with that word, so I don't have to do it. That is exactly right. That's going to be my new
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
You do get used to it, obviously. But
Some people aren't maternal and they kind of think the word mum means to be maternal, and it does, but there's all different variations of being a mum this day and age. You can be whatever the hell mum you want to be. That's the thing.
The word
mother means that you are mothering a child.
Yeah, it's a way, we obviously have this language so that we can understand one another. Like, you know, when you say, they're my children, I'm their mother, we all know what that means.
We know what that means.
But if you stop using words because there's problems with them, and I know the English language evolves, right? I'm getting that. We have to evolve some way. But then we don't know what anyone's talking about.
No, we don't. And
Like,
the thing is that there are a lot of changes in society at the moment, and we need to adapt to them.
Jump on board.
Jump on board. This is just another one that we have to remove our shock face when someone says, I am not identifying as a mother. My children call me Claire, and my children's names are X and Y. Okay? Don't look, don't put your tongue to the side of your mouth.
sorry, I did.
Don't breathe heavy, don't do nothing. Just sit there and smile and go, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you need to
Of course,
do.
yeah, Grimes. Do you think it's because she's such a iconic woman that she really has her place in the music industry? She's got this alter ego, Grimes, that to be anything else would be weird for her. It's like
Probably.
Madonna being called Mom. She's like, I'm fucking Madonna.
I'm Madonna.
You know, like
Lourdes Maria, call me Madonna.
Yeah. So it might be a harder adjustment.
I reckon she doesn't want to become like the rest of us. Washed up
too vanilla.
mummy, too vanilla. Like, you know, we're
too bad she's a fucking mother.
We're beigey, boring.
Do you know the other problem is, well, I have a problem with, not her, anything to do with her saying she doesn't want to be called mum, whatever. Doesn't matter. The problem is her using the word, I don't identify as a mother.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like, I think we're exploiting this word identify and using it willy fucking nilly everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't identify as a piano player. That's all I am.
So I am a piano player.
Yeah. Like I think it was originally to be identified was a gender identity.
Yes.
It's been around since the 60s, right? It was coined in the 60s.
Yes.
So that makes sense. But I think when everyone starts jumping on that bandwagon, it dilutes the original meaning of
Which
what
is
that means.
the meaning of which it was meant to be used.
That's right.
I'm wondering if she just thinks we're all boring and doesn't want to join our club.
The Mum Club.
Yeah, I'm not listening to that podcast called Motherhood, A Beautiful Nightmare because it's got the word mum in it and it's boring.
Well, too bad.
Talk about feeding and pooping and changing nappies, which we don't.
Yeah. Well, she's probably going to still have to do all that stuff, right? She's still going to have to deal with the kindy teacher.
She's just going to, and you know what? Kids as they come, whether they're called X and Y or John and Sally, it does not matter. They serve the same shit up.
Yeah.
And they're little buggers, aren't they?
Exactly. X and Y, Chanel.
Yeah.
X and Y. They've called their kids
She's not going to have any more because she's gone right to the end of the alphabet.
There's Z. Which would be the coolest name. Z. But the way she spelt it, Chanel.
XYZ in the car. I love that. So easy.
XYZ. Do you know how she spelt the X name? It's like
X.
It's X for short, actually. It's XAE, which is the A and E together, which is the European, like in some languages, a certain sound.
Right.
Then A, and then hyphen Roman numerals for 12.
Mm-hmm. How are we going to roll call this out? How are you going to be called in a medical doctor's surgery?
I know.
Someone's going, just call me X, okay?
Yes.
Just. Or Y. I'm not sure which one was which.
Well, she said that they wanted to call Y just question mark, but you couldn't.
Oh, you can't do.
A symbol, I know.
Look, you've just got to think what that entails. You might homeschool your children. That means they're not part of the society where they're going to potentially be bullied for being called a question mark or a X or a Y. I know we shouldn't be, people are allowed to be themselves and who they are, but when something is too left of centre that you're giving your child, they don't really have a choice on that.
No.
Probably not fair, is it?
You might get to
Claire.
21 and be like, fuck you, mum and dad. Jesus.
That's what
serious?
she did. Fuck you, mum and dad. I'm calling myself Grimes, okay? Grimy, grime.
Because Claire, boring. Claire's so vanilla.
Vanilla mum.
Vanilla mum. Straight out of Woolies. Going to Baker's Delight next. Who knows what I'll do? Maybe I'll have some sushi for lunch.
You boring bunch of ladies. Stuff yous.
I don't mind being that person. It's
I
okay
am that
with me.
person. I totally own it. I don't care.
Totally are.
I don't care. It's good fun.
So at the end
Make
of the
our
day,
own fun.
yeah, we make our own.
You can
fun.
join our club at any point.
I love how we're judging her that she wouldn't want to be our friend. She might want to.
She might want to. Grimes, do you want to come on TITBITS? Motherhood, A Beautiful Nightmare. Let us shoot the shit with you.
What would we talk about?
Anything and anything. I think that interview would be literally up in space. Like that would be the most left of centre, weird conversation that no one knows what they're listening to because suddenly we all start playing the sitar or something. I don't know.
You have to make up your own name.
Bless her. Look, Dale, you identify with whatever the hell you want. Just know the shit show looks exactly the same no matter how you do it.
Whatever you label it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
Yeah, exactly. So that story created quite a buzz. People were talking about it, commenting, saying yes, saying no, saying whatever the hell they wanted because it got people talking.
It did. And so stay tuned, Chanel, for next week when we talk to Grimes in space.